It is very important for you to pay attention and listen when someone's praying for you, whether it's a one-on-one prayer or it's a group prayer. Because what most people don't understand is that when someone's praying for you or when you're praying for yourself, you're entering into a covenant with God. You're entering into an agreement with God or promise, or there's terms and conditions. So now you are the one who's making the offer because you're the one who's praying, sending whatever it is that you're asking from God and whatever you're offering God. Now, what most people don't understand is that now, and when you say at the end of your prayer, Amen, that's whereby now like you're signing, right? It's more like you're putting a signature on a contract. So sometimes if you're in a group, maybe you're in a church or somewhere, and then you hear someone making a prayer, but then you feel like, okay, and you know what you can live up to and what you can't live up to. And then if you hear that person now making some promises or arrangements or whatever it is in the prayer with God, and then you know that you won't be able to live up to. When those people finish making that prayer, when they say amen, make sure you don't put the amen, because if you put the amen, that means you're also signing and agreeing to that prayer. And then later on, maybe the blessings come through, you fail to do what you said you're going to do in the prayer. Maybe, for example, I'll give you a quick example. Someone says, maybe they're praying for you, then they start saying, okay, this person is gonna worship you for the rest of their lives. They're gonna praise you for the rest of their lives. They're gonna maybe fast every month, 3 days, for example, right? In the prayer, every month, 3 days, jiggy jiggy. Maybe when I don't even know how to fast, then you agree to such a prayer. You putting yourself in a tight corner, and you don't want to make a covenant with God that you can't live up to, that you can't maintain. That's why some people sometimes they go to a man of God, he prays for them. Okay, this person is gonna worship you at, maybe you're asking for a job. Okay, the man of God is praying for you so you can get a job. Okay, this person is gonna bless this person with a job, he's gonna worship you, he's going to work for you, he's going to be the light when he gets the job, and he's gonna minister and share the gospel or your word at the workplace. Let that person be a light. You get the job, you don't do any of those things, before you know it, you've lost the job. Why? Because you got the blessing but you failed to maintain the blessing, because you didn't live up to the terms and condition of the agreement. So be very cautious. Don't make promises with God that you can't keep, and don't make arrangements or covenants with God that you can't keep, because most people, that's where they go wrong. They make the covenants and promises to God that they fail to keep, and then when things go left, then they start crying and complaining, but then it's their fault because they're the ones who made promises. And don't forget, God does not forget. Whatever you say today, even after 100 years, he will still remember it, because God is timeless.